Hey guys, it's Pastor Bruce. A number of years ago, director James Cameron and some others put out a program entitled The Lost Tomb of Jesus, which posited that Jesus' family tomb, complete with Jesus' bones, had been located in Israel. This created quite a stir, as you can imagine, and Cameron defended the program by explaining that if Jesus was resurrected, it had been a spiritual resurrection only. This is heresy of the highest order. Even the Christians in Corinth believed that Jesus had a bodily resurrection. Their challenge was they weren't sure whether those who believed in Jesus would also have a bodily resurrection. And this is the point of 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Paul begins with some facts. Yes, Jesus died for our sins. Yes, Jesus was buried and rose again the third day. Yes, Jesus was seen by the apostles, then by 500 disciples, and finally by Paul himself. This is the basis of our salvation. He continues and says, well, if there's no resurrection of the dead, then Jesus wasn't resurrected, and so that means that our preaching is useless, or worse, it's a lie. Everybody who thought that was true is dead in hell. This is a big waste of time, and we're a bunch of losers. But he says Jesus is risen from the dead, and He is in fact our guarantee, the first fruits, and we will be raised again bodily when He raptures the church. There was a custom then apparently of baptizing the dead. And he said, well, why are you doing that if you don't believe in it? And he says, better still, why are we going through all of this if this is all there is? They had asked questions apparently about what the nature of the resurrected bodies would be. And he says, they will be imperishable, they will be glorified, they will be powerful, and they will be spirit-filled. Transcendent, but still with material substance. Think about Jesus when we see Him in the Gospels after the resurrection. He could just appear, He could seemingly go through walls and doors, and yet He could be touched. And this is going to happen to every follower of Christ in the wink of an eye. I've heard the last verse of this chapter read out of context a lot, but when you read it at the end of this chapter, knowing all of this, it brings so much more power to it. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. This is it, all there is. Resurrection is coming. God bless you as you go.